Hello, my young readers, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new, welcome. We've got a great story for you, and I'm hoping you guys really listen to the message. And remember to stay tuned to the end because Tri Angel and I are going to have a really good discussion about it. So sit back, relax, and stay tuned. The name of this story is called Franklin Says Sorry by Paulette Bourgeois and Brenda Clark. Franklin had lots of friends and knew how to be a good friend himself. He knew it was important to share his toys and keep his promises. He had learned how to be a good loser and a gracious winner. And one day, Franklin learned how important it is to say sorry. Franklin and his friends had spent the morning searching through attics and basements, toy boxes, and recycling bins. They had been collecting things to turn their tree fort into a ship. Franklin held up an old cap. "Here's our captain's hat." "And this can be our telescope," said Bear, holding a bottle to his eye. "Shiver me timbers," he cried. "A sea monster!" "I'm not a sea monster," sniffed Beaver. "I'm the mermaid who guards the sunken treasure." "Okay, mateys," said Franklin. "Let's make this fort ship-shape." Everyone got busy painting and decorating. At the end of the day, they stopped to admire their work. "It's starting to look like a ship," said Snail. "But it still needs something," sighed Beaver. "Something special," added Bear thoughtfully. The friends agreed to work again in the morning. The next day, Franklin met Bear on the way to the tree fort. Bear was carrying a shoebox. "What's in the box?" asked Franklin. Bear hid the box behind his back. "I can't tell you," he said. Franklin was puzzled. "Why not?" he asked. "It's a secret," explained Bear. "You'll find out when everyone's at the fort." "Please, Bear," begged Franklin. "I won't tell." "Well, all right," Bear finally agreed, "but not here." Franklin and Bear hurried to the tree fort. Bear checked to make sure no one else was around. Then he opened the shoebox and carefully took out a flag. On it was a ship and a rainbow. "A flag!" exclaimed Franklin. "It's just what our ship needs." "I made it all by myself," Bear said proudly. "I want to fly it from a branch and surprise the others. But first, I have to find some string." Bear hid the flag under a bucket and climbed down the ladder. "Remember, Franklin," he called, "don't tell anybody." Franklin was taping up portholes when Fox arrived. "I found a ship's wheel," announced Fox. "Great," said Franklin. "And Bear found something really special." "What?" asked Fox. "I can't tell you," answered Franklin. "It's Bear's secret." "You can tell me," said Fox. "I'm Bear's friend too." Franklin thought for a moment. "Please," begged Fox. "I guess it'll be okay," Franklin said slowly. "But you can't tell anyone else." "I can keep a secret," Fox replied. Franklin took the flag from its hiding place. "That really is special," exclaimed Fox. "Bear's going to show everyone later," Franklin explained. "So we have to keep it a secret." "I will," said Fox. "Don't worry." Franklin put the flag back. "I'll see you after lunch, Fox," he said. "Remember, don't tell anybody." That afternoon, Bear stopped by Franklin's house. I found some string, said Bear. Now I can put up my flag and show the others. But when Bear and Franklin arrived at the tree fort, they found Fox already showing the flag to Beaver and Snail. Fox, cried Franklin, I told you not to tell anyone. Bear glared at Franklin. I told you not to tell anyone. But Fox said he would keep it a secret, Franklin argued. You were supposed to keep it a secret, Franklin, replied Bear. I want my flag back now. I'm leaving. Wait, Bear, begged Franklin. He grabbed the flag. Let go, said Bear, as he gave a hard tug. Everyone heard a horrible ripping sound. The flag tore in half. That's the last time I tell you a secret, Franklin. Bear threw down the flag and stomped off. Everyone stared at Franklin. I've never heard Bear talk to anyone like that before, said Snail. I'm glad I didn't tell anybody, added Beaver. Franklin looked worried. I'd better go talk to Bear, he said. But Bear didn't want to talk to Franklin. No matter what Franklin did, Bear ignored him. The next morning, Franklin told Snail all about it. Bear doesn't want to be my friend anymore, Franklin said sadly. I went to his house, but he closed the door on me. I tried to go bike riding with him, but he rode away. And I did a special trick for him at the pond, but he didn't even smile. Did you tell him you're sorry, Franklin? Asked Snail. I told him I didn't mean to tell his secret. I told him I'd never do it again, said Franklin. But did you say sorry? Snail repeated. Franklin started to say something, but then stopped. For a minute, he said nothing. No, Franklin finally answered. I never said sorry. But I really am. How can I get Bear to listen to me? We'll think of something, said Snail. By the afternoon, Franklin and his friends had a plan. First, they taped the flag back together and hung it from a branch. Then they waited quietly in the tree fort, hoping that Bear would come to get his flag. Sure enough, it wasn't long before Bear arrived. Hello, Bear, said Franklin. I have something to say to you. I just want my flag, replied Bear. Please listen to Franklin, pleaded Fox. Why should I? Asked Bear. Because we miss you, said Beaver and Snail. Bear sighed. All right, he said. Franklin took a deep breath. I'm sorry, Bear. I'm very sorry I told your secret, he said. Please give me another chance. Bear looked at Franklin for a long time. Then he smiled and held out his hand. Everyone cheered. I've just thought of a name for our ship, exclaimed Bear. The Friendship. Do you like it? Everyone loved the name, especially Franklin. Well, that ends our story, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Well, I did enjoy it until I got annoyed.
And you know what? I am not completely surprised by that, Triangel.
Well, you know me. And I was enjoying the story where the friends were turning their clubhouse into a ship, and everybody was trying to, bring all of their resources together, find all the different things they could make that happen. And then when Bear came up with his idea and decided, he's going to surprise the group with it.
Yeah, and he learned a lesson. If you don't want your surprise ruined, tell no one. And
Mm-hmm.
that includes the best friend.
Exactly. And no matter how much of what we call the pity mouth or the begging they do, don't tell them if you don't want anyone else to know.
And you know what? I do get it. Because when you work on something and you actually achieve what you were working on, you're bursting with pride. And I'm sure Bear wanted to keep it to himself and would have kept it to himself, but he was just so filled with pride that, yeah, he brought Franklin into his circle of trust because he was or he is his best friend.
Mm-hmm. And the thing about that is, he almost was best friend because that took Bear to a whole new level of just being angry with Franklin. But let's talk about Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Fox did to Franklin what Franklin did to Bear.
Sure
He put the
did.
pity mouth on Franklin to
Sure
find out
did.
exactly what the secret was.
Mm-hmm. And the thing about it is, you have to understand that these are friends and they are within the circle of trust. So it's going to be hard for them to keep secrets from each other.
Mm-hmm. But you know what really gets me is that Franklin told Fox that Bear wanted to reveal his secret to the group. It wasn't Fox's secret to reveal, and that's what he did. As they came up, as Bear and Franklin came up, they come up to Fox telling the rest of the group, Beaver and Snail, about his surprise.
Mm-hmm. I also think that I know that the name of the story is called Franklin Says Sorry, but I think it should say Franklin and Fox Says Sorry.
I totally agree with you on that. Well, little darling, you know we've come upon that time that I've got to run. So I will see everybody in the next episode. Bye!
Well, there goes Miss Triangel. And we had a lively discussion. Stories like this brings out the liveliness in our discussions. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, my young readers, I am your little darling narrator out.